Good morning, thank you for joining me. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and oh, the robin's feathers are being ruffled by the breeze. The buddleia is looking gorgeous and just gently moving in the breeze. And I'm up and about and it's lovely and cool after a sticky night. This little fellow is quite happily sitting there. But I opened my curtains and saw the sky and I thought, right, I'm going out to get some of that on camera. And I haven't even made it onto the lawn because I saw this little guy. Mother Nature, the birds, the plants, and the wonderful sky. I'm going to leave this little one in peace. Thank you. I'll give you something to eat when I've done this, okay? They can't lock you up for talking to birds. Well, I don't think so. So, the sky, colours in those clouds are glorious. And it was at this point that my microphone stopped working. Mea culpa, I hadn't checked how long the battery life was on it. So it is now being recharged. Another steep learning curve. But going onto that lawn, that sky is absolutely glorious. The oranges, yellows, golds and silvers. Even the telegraph pole looks totally different against that backdrop. Beautiful. I'm so glad I did get up, and actually I got dressed so I'm not wandering around in my night attire. And the first calendula is popping out on the bird feeding tree, and of course the bird feeders are all empty again. They will be topped up when I finish this. And the sun is beginning to come up now, so it will just be getting a little bit of a glare there. This hebe is looking pretty with its little white flowers, and I have tried to pull it up and rope it into the tree behind, but it's a two-person job and Mishka wasn't much help with it, I'm afraid. So I will have to wait till my lovely friend comes to cut the hedge and ask him if he'll join me in pushing and shoving the hebe. I'm not sure whether that sounds like a dance or what. Okay, so the wet weather has meant that there's a lot of greenery growth. My swinging branch, at long last I've finished the cover for it, and the lines and the props are out because the washing will be going out when I've finished this. A person's work is never done. But this little shrub, it's looking so beautifully pink. It obviously liked all of the wet weather. And again some calendula on the baskets behind. And that little pointed roof construction, a little bird thing. It's had something living in there. I don't know what. I think maybe it could be a bird or maybe a mouse, but I've just left them to it. And the foxgloves, just the tips now remaining with flowers. And I love the pink of these. No idea what they are, but they are glorious pops of colour. And this rose bush is just growing in and through everything else, which suits me because my garden is a mix of Mother Nature and myself. And this just happens to be a little white area. That's accident, not design. But that combination of Mother Nature and Dee, Mother Nature has the help of the birds to seed. I've got so many little hazelnut trees coming, so maybe the squirrels have joined in with that. But Mother Nature rules okay. I'm the minion that cuts the grass and feeds the plants and waters when it's dry and tends to everything else. But I couldn't do it without Mother Nature. And that bed is getting really full at the back now. It's a little woodland area that has bluebells in, and I've been adding some bits in there because the more ground cover, then the less weeding I have to do, and that's always a plus. But the little statues there, they were relocated, and I just like swapping things around, having little changes. Probably the birds get a bit annoyed because they'll have got used to their perches and where's it gone? It's me. I moved it. I'm sorry. But the lawn needs another feed, another job on the list to be done. But it keeps me out of mischief, so that's okay. And all the shades of green. Everything is looking so verdant, I think is the word I'm after. But talking about jobs to do, this is just some of the wood that I've got to saw. There's those pieces there, and if I can just go through, there's another stack at the back there, and there's an even bigger stack inside the garage. Hey ho, I'll be appreciating it in winter. So, I had better get feeding those birds and thinking about my breakfast too, and saying thank you so much for joining me. I apologise for the bird song being absent. Tweet, 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 tweet. Will that do?